outfit tutorial for I'm gonna do a few outfit tutorials for all my outfits. They're pretty cool to me, but they do include money, so you don't have to buy this, but I'm just saying. Okay, so let's start off with my U.S. Army Ranger outfit. So this is my U.S. Army Ranger outfit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So you're gonna want the ACU shirt. If you don't have this, I mean, just put in. If you don't have this, you can use the command. You can use the commando, but just make sure it's multicam. But you can use the wind blocker if you don't have the ACU shirt. So after that, you're gonna want the JPC vest. If you don't have this vest, you have an option between IBA, make sure it's sandstone, or multicam. You have the option of IBA, or you have the option of Tac plate carrier. And make sure it's khaki, sandstone. And now the pants, they're gonna be Cry Precision Combat pants in multicam. And then you want your boots to be the hiking boots or whatever boots that you want, just not the work boots. It depends what you're going on, what mission you're going. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it depends what mission you're going on. So, if you're going on like a combat mission or like a hike, I think you should use these. These are nice. And put it in sandstone, no ghillie suit. Now you're gonna want the pointman specs. Don't worry, you don't have to buy these. These are free. And yeah, you should have that. If you have this, I suggest using it. You don't have to, but just some people in the military, they have scarves, and I'm one of them. So you can choose between the fast, panoramic, and VGs. You can choose, and you can have the covered ACH if you want in multicam, or you can have the panoramic. Or you can have this, or you can have that. And you can also have this. Those are the realistic ones. You can, if you don't have any of them, it's your outfit. You do whatever you want. So you can either have an earpiece, or you could have a headset A. I prefer headset A, but you choose whatever. And put in Coyote Brown, or Sandstone, or Olive Drab. And then let's move on to the gloves. The gloves are going to be the Echelon gloves, and so you need this from the year 1 pass. The year 2 pass. So yeah, these are from the Echelon gloves. And you're going to want the Rush 24 in either multicam or sandstone. But if you want, it's optional to do this. And you can use this big backpack, the Rush, and the flags. It's optional. I chose this flag, which I'm gonna probably I'm not taking that off, but yeah, so this is it. And then let's move on to my Marine outfit. No, that's not it. My Marine outfit. So you're gonna want the commando, or if you don't have the commando, and you can use this, the what's it called, the Cry Combat shirt too. You can have that, but I chose a commando personally. And you're gonna want the IBA in sandstone, or you can have this vest, the riot control vest, in sandstone too. This is personally for saw gunners. So, and then you're gonna want the commando pants and AOR1, but if you don't want that, you can use cargo, whatever. Sure. And then your boots, you're gonna want the hiking boots in sandstone, no ghillie. You're gonna want these goggles if you're going in like a combat area, like that much of a combat area. You want those glasses, want those goggles. But I personally, pointman specs are my favorite. So you can have a scarf. I chose for a scarf, but you don't have to. But if you're doing it, either use the shamag in green or white, or use the tactical scarf in whatever you want. Now, covered ACH. If you don't have this helmet and you have the regular ACH, you can use that. Or if you had like the bump helmets are kind of outdated for the Marines, but it's if you don't have it, you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, the covered ACH in AOR 1, headset A, or you can do run no headset. I personally headset. Yeah, everyone go check out my my videos and just like and subscribe. Now this is my Oakley pilot gloves in sandstone, or you can choose them in either neutral, black, gray, or forest green, because all of those are realistic. You're gonna want, if you want, I personally, I didn't really like that. I just kept it on for this one little mill sim. So yeah, you're gonna want either one of the rushes. You definitely want one of the rushes, or you want the 511 prime pack, because it's a nice backpack, and the Marines use it. So they normally, so you're gonna probably want the 511 U.S. color, and yeah. Now to get on to my kind of like outdated, no, not outdated, but like back then Marine, like back in 1990s. So this is like back in Fallujah War or something like that. And alright. So you're gonna want either the fleece, the commando, the cry combat shirt if you want. It's not really realistic, but or the wind blocker. I personally chose the fleece because it's a little baggier. And you want the fleece in chocolate chip. Your vest is gonna be woodland, and it's gonna be the IBA. Now you want the commando pants, or you want the cargo B. You're gonna want those two pants. And then you're gonna want the hiking boots and sandstone, because that's what they used back then. And then probably some goggles, because you know it's back then. It was really sandy. It was Fallujah, so probably some goggles, ESS ballistic goggles, and then tactical scarf if you want. Again, optional. Covered ACH. It's the best you can get. I mean, you can use the bump helmet, but I mean, yeah. Make sure it's chocolate chip. No headset, because back then they didn't really have headsets for the ACH helmet. Nowadays we do. Probably one of either the Nomex gloves. I don't know why I had those on, but I choose the Nomex gloves. And you're gonna want those in sandstone. Now your backpack is either gonna be the camelback, or you're gonna want it if you're Radio Man standard issue, or you want the AN/PRC 150. You're probably gonna want this if you're in like a patrol through a town. You're probably gonna want that in either Mickey olive drab, woodland, or coyote brown. One of those darker colors. And then no patch, because you know it's Fallujah. So yeah, that's basically it. And then we're gonna do my second outfit. Okay, this is the U.S. Afghanistan War, U.S. Army. So you're gonna want the commando shirt, or you can have, again, the shirts that I've been telling you. You're gonna want that and UCP, IBA, and either UCP, IBA, and either UC. Back then their vests were UCP, but I don't really like how it looks. So either UCP or sandstone. Commando pants. Again, you can use cargo. Commando pants and UCP. Hiking boots and sandstone. Eyewear. I mean, they didn't really wear eyewear, but I mean no, I'm thinking they did wear eyewear. Probably want the pointman again, but if you don't like that, use one of the Oakley. Definitely use one of the Oakley. Or unless you're using like the ESS ballistic goggles, I'll let you use that. Again, scarf optional. Covered ACH, UCP, Nomex gloves, sandstone, probably either the camelback. I didn't choose the camelback, but probably the camelback, standard issue, or the Y strap, the Rust 24, and the AN/PRC 150. You can use that. Now, you don't really want a patch, because back then they didn't really use the patches. Okay. So now we're going to go on. We already showed this one off. This is personally my favorite. Now we're gonna go into this one. It's not really like it's a pretty easy outfit. You don't. I'll show it anyways, but it's kind of dumb. So yeah, we're gonna use this. This is kind of I made this on my own. This isn't really like this is, I just say this is as like a marine outfit, but in ISIS, like a marine outfit in ISIS. Like it's not really like in like ISIS and where like there's trees and stuff, like, and I don't know. And then you're gonna want the ACU shirt or the fleece or the wind blocker. And then you're gonna want in woodland, IBA, and olive drab, or woodland, or khaki, or sandstone. And cargo pants and woodland. I think you should use the cargo pants for this one because that's kind of it. Just use the cargo pants for that one. It's optional, but still, it's pretty. If you want to be realistic, use the cargo pants. Sandstone, hiking boots and sandstone. I didn't really use eyewear, but you don't want something too, you don't want the appointment specs for that one, because it's kind of like, you can see it, so you're gonna probably want this one, the Oakley SI straight jacket, probably gonna want that. Now you're gonna want the tactical scarf if you want, but you don't have to, or like a balaclava, I don't know. And yeah, so you're gonna want that. Boonie hat in woodland, or you can use the watch cap, or you can use the patrol cap, but you can't use the covered ACH helmet. That's why my covered ACH was woodland. And yeah, you're gonna want that in woodland. Earpiece, because it depends what you're wearing. Earpiece, you can either use headset A or earpiece. It's more realistic if you use headset A or headset C, because those are like the headset C is pretty close to the headset now. So yeah, you're gonna want these if you're not using it. Now you're gonna want the Nomex gloves in what looks like olive drab. And then you want the 511. You're gonna want the 511 all hazards prime backpack in either woodland or olive drab. Or you can use the NPRC 150, since this is like, so yeah, I think that's like ISA, so like I think you should, yeah, I think you could use this. And then patches, you don't really want to stand out, so I suggest no patches. I don't know why I had one on, but yeah, so that's gonna be that. And then I think that's basically it, but I will show my pretty, it's just this is like an at base outfit, basically. So you're gonna want the ACU shirt. You're definitely gonna want the ACU shirt for this, or the Cry Combat shirt, but you definitely want the ACU shirt for this. And you want a multicam, probably the Cry Precision Combat pants, or you can have the cargo pants, but no knee pads, nothing with knee pads. Now the hiking boots in either olive drab or sandstone. And then your gloves are gonna be the Echelon gloves. None except earpiece, because you kind of need that. Well, you kind of have to have that. And then camelback and multicam if you want to act like you don't have a backpack. And if you want to have a backpack, I suggest use like the Y strap or something like that, something very little. You don't want a big backpack in yeah, like this. You don't want a big backpack in while you're at base.